Alright, here we are in the breakdown of the new Forest trailer, Sons of the Forest. I made a reaction video to this trailer. If you want to go check it out, go check that out. But if you're like me, I've watched this trailer probably 100 times now. The first time I watched it, it was really dark. My gaming monitor has some pretty high contrast, but when I brightened it up and went in, I noticed a lot more things. So this is definitely a sequel. It's not a prequel or a remake. It's the next chapter in the Forest. So let's go ahead and jump back into the trailer, rewatch it, and let me show you what I can make from all this. Alright, let's go. Okay, so we're in a chopper. Originally, I thought maybe like the government was going back to get revenge or whatever. But basically, this is a small team. So this is really hush-hush. You got 2 choppers, spec ops. There's a shotgun. Now, why they don't have assault rifles, I have no idea. But this is good because it kind of tells me that the only gun that's going to be in the game is a shotgun. And you're probably going to be very limited on ammo. Okay, so let's keep going. Okay, fight demons. We all know that Timmy is a byproduct of the artifact. Timmy died and LeBlanc brought him back to life with this mysterious demonic artifact. But it didn't come without side effects, obviously. Timmy has something deep within him, some kind of mutation. Who knows? But this is more than like I wouldn't be surprised if they threw in a curveball. Like, this is more than likely Timmy. I'd say 90% chance this is Timmy. And I'm assuming if it is Timmy that they brought him back because he has experience with this. I don't know where LeBlanc is. I don't know why they didn't. He's probably an old man by now. But for some reason, Timmy is coming back. I don't know, like I said, whether he has experience or maybe he joined the military and got some training. Who knows? But he's in this helicopter with this team, and they're flying over what looks like the peninsula. It might be Site 2. In the end of the last game, if you've beat the Forest, you'll see plain as day on his wall, Site 2. Now, this map does look like a whole lot bigger than the original map. Who knows where they're going to go with that? I don't know. But this has got to be the same basic area. Maybe it's an expansion of the old area. I don't know. Maybe the other side of the mountain. That's up for speculation. But odds are this is Timmy. Let's continue on. They all look over. They're wondering what the hell they're seeing. And then what appears to hit the plane is a body. You can kind of see a face up in the window and then blood. And it kind of appears that it doesn't have a shirt on, so it's probably a cannibal. So there's something on the ground tossing cannibals like rag dolls. So this is really interesting. Let's keep pushing forward. And the shovel. I'm assuming that's going to be something you use in the game as well. Right there. So maybe there's going to be a digging aspect. Who knows? Let's keep going. Boom. And right here, all right, it showed the survival axe, which if he's anything like his father, he's going to have an axe on him at all times. But it looks like a hatchet, a new age hatchet, like a military style hatchet or something, like a multi-tool of sorts. So right here, before I couldn't make out what that was. That's obviously a body. It's a dude with I thought it was a hand grabbing a flashlight, but then I saw blood. Didn't make sense. So there's a giant hand coming out of the bush. That is a big hand. So this is obviously what chucked that dead body or cannibal at the helicopter. It scoops him into the bushes and rips him apart. Check it out. Yeah. Okay, now here is the most, I don't know, this is probably the highlight of the trailer. This thing, everybody's saying it's a Virginia, but I don't know if that's a Virginia. Obviously, it's got multiple arms and legs, but it's shape-shifting. It starts out with 2 arms, 2 legs, and it appears to be humping the ground or humping this rock. But if you look closer, she's stretching. Okay? I know a lot of you perverted guys out there wishing she was humping the ground or the rock. She is stretching. She's got her leg down on the rock, and she's stretching her arms out. Let's hit play and I'll show you. Stretching. Stands up. If you've noticed, she is wearing a leotard. She's not naked like most cannibals are. Stretches her leg up. like a ballerina. She's walking on her toes. So she's a ballerina. I don't know if she's a temptress or a succubus. I have no idea. But this thing, I don't know if it's trying to tempt you into something. I'm completely and utterly just like confused about this part. It's obviously the coolest part of the trailer. The most questionable part of the trailer, I should say. But this is a ballerina. A mutating ballerina. She's wearing the leotard. She's walking on her toes. She's stretching on the rock. I don't know what's going on. I do like the addition of the fireflies, the lightning bugs. That's really cool. The atmosphere looks a lot richer. The models look a lot cleaner. This is definitely a new engine. Okay, and she stretches like a ballerina does. Right here, you see him carrying his trusty survival axe. And as we walk through the forest during the daytime, we see a lot of similarities with the original game. See a skull right there. Walking into the cave, that's a common thing in the first game, obviously. Now this part, okay? Now, there's a lady laying on the ground right here as soon as you walk in. And she is wearing a leotard. It looks like she's wearing a leotard. Whatever she's wearing, it's exposing her legs. So, really confused about the whole ballerina thing. Okay, now the cannibals down in the caves, they look obviously different. So they don't have eyes and they don't have mouths. So they are evolving at a really fast rate over, I'd say, the span of, I'd have to say this is maybe a 15-year to 20-year gap time span that the peninsula has sat. So these cannibals down deep in the dark caves have de-evolved their ability to see, and it looks like, I don't know how they eat because their teeth are gone. Their whole face is pretty much, it looks like it's melted. See if we can get a better shot. Right there. And they definitely don't look agile quick by any means. It looks like they're getting weaker as time goes on. So they definitely won't be as fierce, I'm assuming, as they are in the first forest, the original forest. But this raises so many questions with it being a sequel. Speculate all you want. I can't give a prediction really on the basis or the beginnings of the story. We know that Timmy's coming back to the origins of his inner possessions or whatever you want to call it. But he's not coming back to the same place, man. Everything has changed. There's been new mutations. Everything is evolving and devolving. I don't know. It's really strange. And it's really hard to speculate. But I'm more or less trying to get a grasp on the story and the timeline. I got a feeling because they didn't give a release date that this game is probably, it might not even release next year. It might be 2021. But who knows? I don't know how long they've been working on it in the background. They've obviously been working on it for the last couple years. Now, there is one thing that I stated in the reaction video is that I think this is going to be narrative-based. There's probably going to be very minimal crafting. I highly doubt you're going to be able to build a log cabin and all that stuff. What I really hope, though, is that this is not a one-and-done game. I hope this isn't just a story playthrough, although I don't mind that because, like I stated before, I want to know the whole story behind the forest. And if this game is only a narrative-based gameplay, I'm fine with that, but I really want replayability. That's the big question with this game is replayability. I hope that they kept that in mind. I really do. But nonetheless, like I said, I am happy. Somebody also, they speculated that maybe the main character isn't Timmy and that Timmy is the main boss, but I highly doubt that. Because Timmy was, I wouldn't say he was doing fine at the end of the last game, but he was definitely fighting his demons within him. Maybe he became super religious to ward off the demons. I don't know. I have no idea. But I'm pretty sure this game is going to explain the origins of the artifacts, being the settlers that originally found the artifacts, the company that tried to hide the fact that they were doing research with the artifacts. And then we all know Timmy's going to have a huge, huge part in the outcome of the story. I want this game to go on forever, man. I don't want this to be like the end all for the forest. Obviously, like with any nerd that watches a movie or plays a game, we never want it to end. And this is one of those games that I've loved from the very beginning, from the release day, all the way up until now. But I don't know, only time will tell. I'm pretty sure that I'm going to find more things about this trailer. Honestly, don't know. I've watched it about 100 times, so let's kick back. Let's relax. There's a new game coming. Our prayers have been answered. I've never been more excited for a game. Thank you guys for all the incredible feedback in the last video. Please let me know what you think down in the comment section about everything that I've said, because this is a real mind bender. I love that N-Night does this, man. They throw a lot of curveballs. For now, we're just going to call that one monster the Virginia and the new cannibals Lonely Moles because they have no eyes. Man, I can't stop thinking about that Virginia. That ballerina goddess. Woo! So this is all I'm going to put out on this trailer from here on out until they release another trailer or we get some kind of feedback or enough information for me to make a video. Thank you guys so much, man. Hope you're as excited as I am, and I'll see you in the next one.